Hi there and welcome to this 142nd live tech Q&A session powered by Lenovo ZUK. And you can ask me some tech related questions and hopefully I'll be able to answer them. And you have to actually post these questions via Twitter and you have to use this hashtag that is known as askgeekyranjit and post it via Twitter. And if you don't follow me on Twitter or if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. And I can already see quite a few questions. Let me check the audios to make sure it's fine. Yep, it's working. So let's start this Q&A session. And okay, let's look at the questions now. Got this question from Sri Krishna. He's asking about what's your thoughts on the MIUI 8. Sri Krishna, I just installed the MIUI 8 on this, what is this? What do you call this? Mi Max. Still don't get it. What do you call it? A phablet or a phone? So too early to judge, I would say. I like some of the layout changes that have been done. But again, too early to comment about it. And just because I've installed it just today. So just hold on. I might make a dedicated video if you guys want after using it for a next couple of days. Anyways, let's move to the next question. This is by Mr. Pandu. He's asking, Moto G4 Plus power button and volume first but problem. Oh, I don't get it. What is the problem that you're having? I'm sorry. Anyways, this is the next question. This is by Vishal. He's asking, is Note 7 going to replace your S7 Edge as your new daily driver until the new Nexus comes out? Vishal, I don't have the S7 Edge also. Why do you guys think that I'm using the S7 Edge? I sold off all the S7s and the S7's Edge I have. Because generally whenever Samsung's new phones come out, their earlier flagships value drops down like crazy. I have burned myself quite a bit. So I'm not sure about Note 7 if I'll make it a primary driver or whatever. Let's see. I checked out the Note 7. In fact, I posted the unboxing video about 3-4 days ago. I got it from Faisal Communications. But I didn't like the color of that one. That color was really bad. Fingerprint magnet, I would say. So I've returned that. So I'm not very sure. Let's see. I might get it again, maybe in the black color. But regarding a primary driver, not very sure about it. Let's move to the next question. This is an interesting question. Let's take this. And this is by Naveen. He's asking, what is quad router? Is it really dangerous? Yes. And in fact, I got this question from quite a few of you. So I'll just take this. And this Quadroot is sort of an Android vulnerability. It's actually 4 exploits. And this is very different. It only affects Qualcomm based smartphones, but sadly that means most of the popular Android smartphones are affected. For example, even the Nexus 5X, Nexus 6P, Samsung Galaxy S7, S7 Edge, HTC 10, etc. All of these use the Qualcomm Snapdragon chipset, and these devices are sort of affected. It's a driver level flaw. So Qualcomm has to release a fix and then it has to be pushed. I'm sure the Qualcomm is working on that fix and it will be pushed. So again, make sure, hopefully, I don't know, I don't think so it will come out in this Android security update, but maybe in the next Android security update, it might get pushed. So yes, that's the vulnerability as of now. But the only thing is that don't install sideload APKs from unknown sources and be careful of what you install. If you do that, you should be relatively safe. But again, yeah, it's a major flaw with the Qualcomm based devices and it's a driver level flaw. So anyways, let's move to the next question. Okay, I can't take generic questions. How do you afford and whatever. You buy stuff if you like or whatever. What is the coolest feature that you have ever saw in a smartphone? Okay, this is interesting. This I saw when I was in San Francisco. I don't recall it's a Lenovo phone or a Motorola phone. They had that wearable phone. It was a prototype. It's not what is available right now. Phone, you can just wrap it on your wrist and it wraps like a wristband. So it was in a prototype thing. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if that would be a reality. What do you say, Motorola guys were telling, yeah, it's a prototype and very expensive to make, but let's see if that comes. That was pretty cool, I would say. So you can use it as a wristband or like, I don't know. And I also saw some bendable phones. You could totally bend them like this. So if that ever comes to reality, you can just fold it like this and use it like a tablet, and just fold it back and use it like a phone. So don't know. I heard even Samsung is working on some concepts like that, but let's see if it becomes a reality. Anyways, let's move. Okay, I'm getting some computer related question. Let's take that. Let me check the audio again, guys. Yeah, it's working. Great. Okay, this is by Mr. Arora. He's asking, is Apple MacBook any good? Users are slide gaming, normal project work, YouTube videos, most important, and battery life. I would say for general tasks, it's good enough. I would say you can even do some. I'm thinking that you're looking at that MacBook 12 inches. That's that ultra. I think we could go with, what do you say? I would have gone with the Windows-based laptop. So 1 second, guys. It's back. Let me refresh this feed. Okay. So guys, again, some connection problems. If it happens, just hit the reload refresh button on the browser. So it should come back. Anyways, let's continue. Okay. This is by Shiri. She's asking, 1 second, guys. Let me change the. Let me change my connection. Let's see. Let me refresh this. Okay, this is by Shirish, and he is asking us your thoughts on the Zenfone 3 and the best earphones under 800 rupees with mic. Okay, best earphones with mic under rupees 800. I would say go with the JBL T150 that I reviewed just last week, if I recall. It's available for 700 rupees. Regarding Zenfone 3, just hold on, guys. It's expected to launch this month in India. We'll know the pricing and other details. So I'll try to review it if I'm able to get it. So just hold on. And regarding best microphone under rupees 10,000 for YouTubing, I would say if you have a budget of around 10,000 rupees, I would seriously say, I don't know what's the exact price of the Blue Yeti microphone right now. Go with the Blue Yeti. I think it's 11 or 12,000. Just add that 2,000 rupees and go with the Blue Yeti. In fact, I still use the Blue Yeti, and I got it about 5.5 years ago. Now I've migrated for the work I do on this desk to this Blue Spark. This is the Blue Spark that I'm using. But still, for my other work, for example, my gaming videos, whatever you see, I still use the Blue Yeti microphone, and it works fabulously. It's been over 5.5 years since I've been using the Blue Yeti. So if you're serious about YouTube or whatever, invest in the Blue Yeti. I think so it's 11 or 12,000 if I recall. That will be my frank suggestion. Because the Blue Snowball also, I had it, but I didn't like the audio. What do you say? The audio sounded a little bit tinny with the Blue Snowball. That's for 6,000. So my bet would be the Blue Yeti microphone. Okay. Aditya is asking about a good tablet around 20 to 25,000 range. Aditya, for tablets, it's the same thing. I would say Android tablets, I'm not that impressed right now. Maybe we'll get better tablets later on. So I would suggest an iPad. Just look at an iPad mini you might get in that price range. Go for that. 1 second, guys. So let's quickly move to the next questions. Let me refresh. Okay, this is by Mr. Chakrabarti. He's asking, he says, I wanted to know about the Lenovo K5 Note and the Xiaomi Mi 3's camera quality, which is better. Chakrabarti, just check the video that I posted yesterday. I did a comparison between the Lenovo K5 Note and the Redmi, what is that? Xiaomi Redmi Note 3. And definitely, I would say in most of the scenarios, the Vibe K5 Note did better. In outdoor lighting, strangely, and that is in natural lighting outdoors, the Redmi Note 3 did slightly better. The colors were more accurate. But when we move to indoor lighting conditions and artificial lighting conditions and stuff, where we take generally most of the photographs, the K5 Note did far better. And also the front-facing camera is actually much better on the Lenovo K5 Note. Again, I would suggest that you watch the video that I posted yesterday. It has all the samples and stuff, so you can check that out. Okay, let's move to the next question. Regarding Mi Band 2, some of you are asking, I don't know when it's going to launch and at what price. But again, it's Xiaomi, guys. I don't think so. It will be very expensive. I've heard rumors that it will be below 2,000 rupees. So let's see when it comes. And regarding, again, don't quote me on this. I've heard this from someone, but that person told me not to quote because, again, exact dates were not announced. It's expected to launch sometime in September. That's all I can say. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is by okay, let's look. I don't know. This is by Akash. He's asking, how's your experience now with the Galaxy Note 7? Again, as I told you, I just used the Galaxy Note 7 for a day or so. I didn't like the color, so I returned it to Faisal Communications. I wanted the black one. He didn't have that. So I would say, again, I have quoted this also on Twitter. It feels very good in the hand. Surprisingly, the Note 7, I thought it will be really bulky because it's even bigger than the S7 Edge. But Samsung in that way has done a great job. The in-hand feel is really good, though it's having that 5.7 inch screen. Because again, the screens is rounded, that curved screen on both the ends, and even the back is curved. So it feels a lot more comfortable to hold in the hand, even compared to the S7 Edge, in my opinion. So that way, I felt it was great. Iris scanner, again, I felt it's borderline gimmicky as of now. Yes, it works, but again, it's not as fast as your fingerprint scanner. Fingerprint scanner is still fast. So to sum it up, I would say, one day I used the Note 7. I can sum it up as a Galaxy S7 Edge with the S Pen support, with better, in-hand feel. That's I would say. And yeah, you have that iris scanner. And Samsung has also improved the software. The layout has changed and stuff like that. I like some of the new S Pen features also. For example, that you can create the GIFs using that. So those features are there. But essentially, if you're already owning a S7 Edge, unless you are a person who won't use a S Pen, then I would not recommend you. But yeah, if you like the S Pen, then you can seriously look at the Note 7, and that's my frank opinion. So let's okay. Some of you are asking me about cases. I don't know. I don't use cases. Anyways, somebody's asking about, Jairam is asking about, is the Nexus 6P still good? And does it support VoLTE? When is Android N going to release? Android N public release, only Google can answer that accurately. Rumors were that it's going to launch sometime in August, but I doubt. So let's see, maybe next month. Regarding Nexus 6P, still is it a good device? Yes, it's still a good device. I in fact have the Nexus 6P and I use it. It's been working well, I would say. So still a good device, but now especially I don't like the pricing. So if you are really want to buy the Nexus 6P, I would say just wait, because whenever the new Nexus is announced, that will be announced when Android N is released, the price for the Nexus 6P will fall drastically. And if it falls around 31,000 to 32,000, then I feel it's a very good buy, I would say. So yeah, in a nutshell, yeah, Nexus 6P is still a good device. Again, I did a comparison between the OnePlus 3 versus the Nexus 6P. Jairam, I would suggest that you go and watch that video, because it's a 10 or 12 minute video, and I compared it with 12 practical day-to-day points. So again, watch that video, and that will help you in making a decision if the Nexus 6P is good for you or not. Okay, let's ZUK Z2 opinion. I haven't tested or even had the chance to look at the ZUK Z2, so simply I can't comment about it. But I've heard rumors that yeah, it should launch in India, but don't ask me when or where, what price, etc. I have no info regarding that. Okay. Okay, this is by Saurabh. Will the S7, I think so you mean Galaxy S7 64GB available in India? Haven't found the phone, they're the same. I don't think so. The S7 Edge or even the Galaxy S7 64GB variant is available in India, because I also searched for it quite a few places and nowhere it was listed. So I doubt that SUK is available in India, to be frank. What is the price expected price for the Note 7. We have actually a press event on 11th August for Note 7 in Delhi for India, and there the price will be revealed. I doubt that it will be aggressively priced, because even in US, it's going to be priced at $850 US unlocked. So that is actually higher than the S7 Edge. So I doubt it. I'm assuming it will be around the 60,000 mark, or slightly below the psychological 60,000 mark. So that's what it. Again, Samsung, it's a premium device for Samsung, so don't expect very aggressive pricing. Okay, this is by Mian is asking, is it worth to buy the Lenovo Vibe K5 Note, or shall I wait for the Asus Zenfone 3? My priority is performance. I mean, you can wait and see if what Asus is offering with the Asus Zenfone 3. Again, they're going to announce stuff about it in the next 2 weeks, so we'll know the pricing details and the variants that are coming to India. So if you can wait for that much time, you can wait and then decide which is better based on your pricing and your needs, the K5 Note or the Asus Zenfone 3. Again, I just don't like to comment about products without testing. So yeah, I'll try to definitely test out the Zenfone 3 when it's available in India. So let me quickly refresh the questions, guys. Now let me also check the audio. Yep. Okay. Okay, let's okay, this is let's quickly take some of these questions. This is from Mr. Sain. He's asking, suggest me a phone under rupees 10,000 with good camera, good battery backup, and good user experience, no heating issues. Mr. Sain, I would say you can have a look at this Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime that is available for 9,000 rupees. It has a very good camera. I think so the best camera in this price range. Battery life is excellent, I would say. You can realistically get screen on time between 8 to 9 hours with this one. The battery life is sort of insane. Camera is good. I had very good experience, and even in gaming, I already posted a gaming review for this one. Only thing is, it's sort of pretty slippery, I would say. As you just saw, it just slips out of the hand because of this aluminum back. But under 10,000 rupees for your priorities, good camera. Good means like, yeah, among this price range, it has a very good camera. Front-facing camera is sort of weak, but the rear-facing camera is pretty decent. Battery life is good. Performance overall is also pretty good. So this Redmi 3S Prime would get my vote. Let's move. Okay, this is by Shobit Agarwal. Again, a Redmi 3S Prime related question. Which fast charging standard does Redmi 3S Prime support, and how much time does it take to charge? If I recall, Xiaomi never claimed that it has fast charging. They have bundled a regular 5 volt 2 amp charger with it. But I did try it with the Qualcomm Quick Charge 2 that I have, and it charged pretty reasonably. It has a massive battery. That's a 4100 milliamp hour battery. I just don't recall on top of my head how much time it took, but it was not agonizingly long time to charge. It was decent, but around if I recall, about 2.5 hours, if I recall. So yeah, that's decent for a 4100 mAh, to be frank. This is by Ankit. He's asking a very peculiar question. At starting, phone tends to heat, but after a few days they do not heat up. Okay, this is a very interesting question, Ankit, that you have taken up, and I get this from a lot of users when they just buy a new phone, put in their SIM, put in their Google account or whatever, set up everything, and within a 1 hour or 2 hours of usage they say, oh my god, my phone heats up like crazy, this is a bad phone. Every phone, trust me, when you just first set it up, put your Google account, connected to the network or whatever, will heat up like crazy. In fact, the LG G5, I recall, it heated up so much when I just set it up initially within the first hour. It was already just touching about 43-44 degrees centigrade. The thing is that when you set up a new Android phone or something, the phone fetches all your data. For example, it might be your Facebook account, your Twitter feeds, or your other things, they keep on getting synced, and all the apps are continuously getting synced to update or whatever data you have, and that puts a lot of load on the phone. And generally I've noticed this peculiar thing with almost every new Android phone. Hence, initially when I set up a new Android phone, I don't try to critically judge it for the first 9 hours or so, because it tends to heat up quite a bit. But after that, if you notice, generally, or let's say after a day or so, if you use it, it does not tend to heat up that much, because by that time, most of the apps, common apps that you're using might have already synced the data and they are up to date. So they don't have to constantly pull the data and put a lot more load on the processor. So yeah, pretty interesting question. So just don't get panicky or whatever whenever you get a new Android phone. Just set it up, and within an hour or so, if you feel the back is getting a little bit warm or whatever, don't panic. It's normal. Even on high-end phones, it happens. Let's go. Let's move. Imran Khan is asking, this is a programming related question. This is Imran Khan. Career in Android development, is it safe? Imran, it depends. Are you a really good and a passionate programmer? I would say if that is there, then you can certainly go and do Android development and make apps and stuff. I would say, again, you should critically evaluate yourself if you're really good in software development. I was a software developer earlier, about 20 years I did, and I was really good in it. In fact, pretty good at it. And I used to earn a lot. I made most of my money when I used to do software development. I hardly make any money doing this YouTube stuff. But again, I got bored of it. I used to work 18, 19 hours coding stuff and whatever. So it depends. If you're really good at it, you know that, then go for it. It'll be a great career, I would say. Challenging, but because you have to keep on learning new stuff or whatever. But again, you get that. I used to always get that high whenever I used to do coding and stuff. So yeah, go for it if you're a good programmer. Akshay is asking, any meetup of collab plans? Yeah, we are working on something interesting. Don't want to announce it right away, but stay tuned on my Twitter feed. We'll announce some interesting stuff later on. Okay, this is a headphone. This is by Harish. He's asking, can you compare the Lenovo K5 Note and the Redmi 3S? Redmi 3S and Lenovo K5 Note are not in the same segment, I would say, because the screen size is very different. This is having a 5-inch screen. This is having a 5.5-inch screen. Just yesterday I did a camera comparison between the Redmi Note 3 and this white K5 Note. So I would say I like this Redmi 3S. Go for this one if you like compact size phones. It's a compact size phone, and in fact I really love the battery life that I'm getting on this Redmi 3S. Insane, 8 to 9 hours. The battery life on the K5 Note is also good, about 6 odd hours, but definitely the 3S 8 to 9 hours, I would say. So it depends upon your preferences, I would say. Size would be the biggest thing. Another thing that I really liked on the Redmi 3S, and in fact I would say it did even better than the Redmi Note 3, is in gaming. In gaming, this Redmi 3S performed brilliantly according to me. It did not exhibit any lag, whereas if I recall, the Redmi Note 3 in Nova did lag for a little bit. So yeah, I really like the Redmi 3S. So you can definitely go with this Redmi 3S if you're looking for a compact size phone with the incredible battery life, I would say. So let's move to the next question. And before I move to the next question, let me have this poll. And this is the poll by Lenovo, and this is regarding OTA updates. So the question is, if you receive OTA updates on your phone, do you update immediately? Do you wait for feedbacks? You only update if there is a problem with your device, or you never update. And I've just made this poll live, guys, so you can vote for the same. And let's now come back and move to the question. Where did this question just scroll away? Okay, here is the question. This is a headphone related question. This is by Santosh. He's asking, any suggestions to buy a headphone under rupees 3000? Is it still worth to buy the Audio-Technica M20X? I was going to suggest you the Audio-Technica M20X. If your budget is around that a mark of about 3000 rupees, yes, go with the Audio-Technica M20X. It's a very good pair of headphones, I would say, in that price range. Okay, let's quickly move. Let me just okay, some of you are asking me about DSLR questions. Guys, I don't review DSLRs. I'm not the right person to ask that question. Anyways, Hari is asking this question. I'll take it. If any of you are DSLR experts, help him out. Hari is asking, which DSLR is good for beginner? Nikon D3300 or the D5200? Budget 25 to 30,000. So I'm not a Nikon user. I'm a Canon user. So I simply cannot recommend that. Okay, Sai is asking, Note 5 not showing VoLTE for GeoSIM. Had to use the Geo Join for app for calls, which requires data always on. Any solutions? I haven't tested the Note 5 with the GeoSIM, so sorry, no idea. Actually, my GeoSIM is still logged. It's not unlocked. That's the reason I'm not able to actually test it on other devices. Let's see. But Samsung should push out an update because VoLTE should work on the Note 5. Let's see. Is your Note 5 legally purchased in India or it's some imported one? If it's that case, it might not have the proper bands. Let's okay, let's quickly this is by Chintan. He's asking, he says, I'm using the S6 right now. Wanted to know which phone should I buy next. Looking for a phone which has good battery life. Wow, good battery life. You haven't, Chintan, mentioned what do you say, your preference or your budget. What is your budget, I would say? Because I would say the Nexus 6P also gets better battery life than the Galaxy S6. OnePlus 3 I won't recommend because the OnePlus 3 battery life is, yeah, it's slightly better than the S6, but not a huge improvement. If you can wait, if you have the budget for about 60,000, the Note 7 is going to come out. Again, I'll be testing that. I'll test the battery life on that and see. It's having a 3500 milliamp hour battery. And generally, Samsung optimizes their battery life on their newest handsets. So just wait and see. I'll definitely try to test that out. This is a computer-related question from Anirudh. He's asking, is the Windows 10 anniversary upgrade worth it? Feel it's not worth as nothing new is added. Only bugs keep growing. Anirudh, I'm actually using it on my Surface Pro 4. I love it. The tablet mode has improved. I use the Surface Pro 4 as a tablet and whatever. So it's running that update. And now it has that Windows Ink feature because it has this pen support. It's amazing, I would say. You can have virtual rulers like this and actually draw lines and stuff, and it's crazy, I would say. We have that sticky notes or whatever. But again, I feel it's more improved if you have a hybrid device like a tablet or whatever. But it's been working perfectly on my Surface Pro 4. This is by Chirag. He's asking, Moto Turbo worth at 22,000. Just check my Moto Turbo review that I posted for the pros and cons, and if the pros outweighs the cons, then decide, I would say. That's my frank suggestion. And let me just quickly now refresh the questions, guys. Let me put this back. Oops. Okay, let's come back. Okay, this is by Praneeth. Somebody is asking finally about LG. He's asking, should I buy the LG G5 or the OnePlus 3? Very confused. Can't buy S7 for some reason. Okay, here is the question anyways. Praneeth, I would say I did use the LG G5, and to be frank, I liked the device. Yes, that modular phone thing is sort of gimmick because the accessories are pretty expensive. Even if you forget about that, then I feel the LG G5 was a fabulous phone. The screen quality is sort of amazing on that. Not many people talk about it. The screen quality is really good. The battery life surprisingly was decent. And the camera is definitely much better than the OnePlus 3. So if I had to pick between these two, OnePlus 3 or the LG G5, and budget is not a criteria to me, I might definitely go with the LG G5 because I feel the camera is far better on the LG G5, but the fingerprint scanner is much better on the OnePlus 3. I hope it helps. Okay, these are the spamming by marketing companies, guys, WhatsApp spam and whatever. Just blog and report those accounts. Anyways, this is by Cyan. He's asking Moto G4 Plus or the Moto X Play, camera and battery, a little gaming. Camera, definitely the Moto G4 Plus is far better. It has a far better camera. No questions about it. Battery life, Moto X Play will go ahead. Gaming, again, the Moto G4 Plus does better, but again heats up also more than the Moto X Play. I would not recommend the Moto X Play because the Moto X Play is now almost a year old. It's running on a Snapdragon 615 chipset. So as of now, if you want, I would suggest the Moto G4 Plus, but again it heats up a little bit. You have to be aware of that, or just wait because Motorola should release the next update to the Moto X Play very soon, in my frank opinion. So let's quickly move, and let me just refresh. Okay, let's move to this question. Okay, what is this? Okay, this is by Akshay. He's asking best smartphone budget around 11 to 20,000. That's a huge what do you say price band you are talking about. We have a lot of good phones. Redmi Note 3 is a good phone. If you are more into media and you think that you'll use VR headsets like Theater Max or whatever, then you can even go with this Lenovo Vibe K5 Note. In fact, I didn't have that many high expectations with the K5 Note, but surprisingly, it's been performing pretty decently, I would say. If camera is your highest priority, then you can look at the Moto G4 Plus. I feel that one under 20,000 has the best camera, but again, it tends to heat up a little bit with heavy gaming and extended usage of camera. That's the biggest con that I have with the Moto G4 Plus. If camera is not your highest priority, then you can get the Lenovo Vibe, what is that? X3, yeah. But camera is not good on that. But if you're sort of audiophile person, listen to a lot of music and very critical about it, the Vibe X3 might be the best option. So again, go with that. And what else? Yeah, under 20, those are the ones. Let's see, and if you can wait, that the Zenfone 3 is also expected to launch. But again, we don't know the pricing, so I can't comment about it. So yeah. Okay, let's move. Okay, this is by Mr. Tahir. Is asking, how does it feel to have your account verified? Yeah, my Twitter account got verified. Feels pretty cool. We have that tick mark, and in the app now have some more options. That's what I have seen. I can filter out the notifications a lot more, a little bit more options. But yeah, pretty cool, I would say. This is by Manoj again. He's asking, please suggest me phone under rupees 15,000. If Moto G4 Plus, any issues? Again, Moto G4 Plus, as I've already mentioned, it's a nice phone. But yeah, it tends to heat up with the extended gaming, and if you use the camera more than 8-9 minutes. So that's the two things. But with the regular users, it's sort of fine. But if you're a very heavy gamer, then I won't recommend it. This is by Venji. He's asking, he says, phones heats up while charging from 15 to 100%. Any ideas? If your phone has quick charging, almost every phone will heat up while charging if it has quick charging. And these days, I've noticed this one. Many of the new phones these days, this is the trend, have that metallic back. So whenever you charge it, it does feel quite warm. For example, I noticed that on Redmi 3S, Redmi Note 3, and even this Vibe K5 Note. All of these have metal backs. So whenever you charge it, it does feel quite warm. That's sort of normal. Don't worry about it. So anyways, guys, it's been over 35 minutes now, so I will be ending this live Q&A session. And do remember that I do this live Q&A sessions every Tuesdays at 7 p.m. India time. So again, stay tuned for that. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks, guys.